The Joe Rogan Experience.
That was the other thing I was thinking about, this Cowboy versus Conor fight. That's the most Irish guy versus the most American guy.
It's Bud Light versus proper whiskey.
Bud, actual Bud, not Bud Light.
Weiser.
How dare
Oh, is it
you?
Budweiser?
He's
Bud
not
Heavy.
trash.
Is it Bud Light? I thought Bud Light was his shit.
Budweiser.
Is it Budweiser?
No, he's a
That
Budweiser
thick
guy.
beer, bro.
The real shit.
The real shit. Fuck your light
Nothing
beer,
wrong with
dude.
Bud Light if you're like eating clams or something. You want something cold.
You want that
But
cold
Budweiser's
Budweiser?
real beer.
Dude, it's Budweiser versus proper whiskey.
That's what I'm saying. And I like my Budweiser in a can. I like to know I'm a piece
Fuck
of
yeah,
shit.
me too.
I
Yeah,
like to
don't
know.
put it in a fancy glass.
Is Connor reaching for his whiskey while Cowboy's reaching for his Budweiser?
I mean, I guess I wish they would have done it in like Dublin or something, like a giant stadium in Dublin.
Where are they doing it? Vegas?
Vegas.
Well, they probably had an agreement with Vegas anyway. See, I think the thing about Vegas is like there's the most people that can come. It's easy to get to. There's the most amount of hotels.
You're gonna make the most money.
You're gonna make the most money.
You make the most money.
Yeah, it's look, it's gonna be fucking great.
I
Whether
know,
you're
I
watching
just-
it on TV or watching it live, it's gonna be fucking great.
I can't wait.
And if Conor can catch him early, it could be very interesting.
It's literally a sprint versus a marathon because Cowboy is stick around and
Yeah.
5 rounds for Conor at welterweight, it scares me, man.
If Cowboy can use his distance, and he's very good at doing it, and he can avoid that straight left, because Conor's got a piston of a left hand, man.
I think Conor's better with his hands, but Cowboy's better with his feet. And also, the one thing everyone's forgetting is Cowboy can fucking wrestle, man. And he has phenomenal submission.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah.
if he wants to pull that out at some
yeah.
point of the fight, he can definitely do it.
That
I don't
Mike
think he's
Perry
going
fight
to. I don't think he's
opened a
going
lot of
to.
eyes. The Mike Perry fight opened a lot of eyes because Mike Perry's a gorilla. That guy is fucking strong as shit. And when Cowboy armbarred him, Mike Perry sent him a picture of X-rays of a broken arm that wasn't really his arm.
Oh, really?
He's like, this is what you did to my arm. So he's like,
Oh, hell no.
And Cowboy's like, what?
He's like, really?
Meanwhile, he didn't even really break his arm.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
And I said, what's that about? He was just a strange guy. So he just sent him a fake broken arm in the X-ray, and his arm wasn't broken.
Hey, didn't Mike Perry do like 21andMe and there's like 0.01% of black and he just started dropping the N-bombs? In like interviews just out of nowhere, everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Mike Perry's a wild dude.
He's hilarious is what
What
he
does
is.
it say? Platinum tattooed on his eyebrow?
Is it platinum or, yeah, I don't know. He's hilarious.
He's a
though.
wild
It's
motherfucker,
fun to watch.
man. Real
He
fun.
has a fight coming up.
Yeah, who's he fighting? He's fighting someone good, right? Jeff Neal? Is he fighting Jeff Neal? Yeah. Woo, that's a good fight. Jeff Neal.
Dude, you know who we
Jeff
leave
Neal
out?
is sweet.
You know who we leave out when we're talking about welterweight, and it's so
Who?
fucked up? Leon Edwards.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
won 8 in a row.
Well, how about Masvidal fucking sucker punches him and it cuts his face, and they're in the middle of this whole thing after he knocks out Till.
I know.
And he's in the heat of this, but it gets no traction.
Everyone's like, yeah, whatever.
They actually got in the fight.
Straight fight, yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, but Leon, nobody knows you. I'm sorry.
I know.
What?
Dude. And, but he's one. He's a
Very
monster.
good. Well, he beat Cowboy by decision, but Cowboy was sick going into that fight.
Yeah.
Not to say that Leon couldn't have won anyway, but there's a guy who never pulls out of a fight. When was the last time you heard Cowboy pull out of a fight?
Oh, never.
He would have to be on death's door.
Again, he's been a yes man for the UFC. He's gone through so much shit, cutting weight on 3 days' notice and fighting
But
this
it's
guy
not
and losing.
necessarily even that he's a yes man. It's like he's just down to fight.
At sometimes it's not for the best of his career. Like when he fought Masvidal in Denver, his hometown after the Mike Brown fight, we're like, dude, you suffered a lot of damage. Like, dude, fight in your hometown, whatever, 4 weeks later. He's like, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like that usually because you're like,
I'm
dude,
gonna be honest with you.
to get to the title, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
I'm positive that Dana's actually told him that too at certain points.
Oh, I'm
Because
not blaming Dana.
I think that he wanted fights where Dana was like, look, just slow down.
I'm sure.
He's just wild, man.
He's a wild dude, but it's paid off. Usually it doesn't pay off. It's paid off. He got his golden goose.
Well, he's in an interesting stage where he's doing a lot of fights, so he's really comfortable fighting, right? He's fighting very regularly. And he also's, at that age where his brain and his knowledge of fighting and his fight IQ is at its highest while his body's still hanging in there.
Hanging in there, though. But there's a fine line where it's, let's say he got knocked out by Gaethje, right?
Yes.
So let's say Conor knocks him out. Then it's
Yes.
like, all right, what are we doing?
Exactly, because you're in He's like 36 now. How old
Yeah,
is Conor? 36,
37.
So this is the area, right? From 36 to 40 is where you see, some guys Bernard Hopkins it, and they just fucking eat nothing but grilled chicken with perfectly cooked vegetables.
God,
and
that's the exception in it.
The most except. He's the most odd exception because Bernard Hopkins was elite as a boxer with no drugs, no nothing.
But also, Bernard Hopkins'
IQ
50 was higher than anybody.
Off the charts.
So he could fight
IQ was off the
defensive.
charts. Yeah.
MMA, you really can't get away
He
with
also
that.
could control the pace where he could dictate like how fast you guys fought. So nobody could just put a pace on him.
MMA is not like that.
No, it's a different animal. It's a completely different animal. And the only guys that really made it successfully deep into their 40s were not on the natch.
No.
I mean,
Be tough to do these days.
It's tough. And, the early days of fighting, man, you got to realize, like, the early days, everything has to have an asterisk. Everything. Every fight.
Kind of is the Wild West. It's like everyone did it,
Yeah.
So it was kind
the
of a
Wild
level
West.
playing field.